Hello and welcome back. Today is Wednesday, March 12th. I have your 4 best bets for you in the NBA today. As always, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the page. We get a beautiful chef's kiss 9-game NBA action here today. I cannot wait for a lot of these matchups. We get kicked off right away. Boston versus OKC, potential NBA Finals matchup here. Boston is a 3-point favorite here at home. We get some overall great games. A majority of the games are close spread, so that's pretty awesome for us taking plays here in the NBA. We got the highest over-under of the day is Utah versus Memphis, 247, and the biggest spread on the day, -12 here overall. We get Phoenix versus Houston, battle of the young team versus the old guys. That's going to be a fun potential Western Conference matchup here overall. We get Minnesota versus Denver, rematch of the Game 7 Western Conference semis last year, or was that the finals? I can't really fully remember off the top of my head, but that's a 234 over-under. Denver 4-point favorite at home on primetime. So 2 beautiful NBA primetime matchups here today, with a lot of games in between being pretty great. Dallas versus San Antonio could have been the Luka versus Wemby game, but that's going to be more of a just, hey, have fun, guys, out there. Just see whoever balls out. Could be a Klay Thompson game in that matchup. We got Clippers, Miami. James Harden returning to Miami. I know those girls in the strip clubs are going to go crazy for James Harden here tonight overall. Shout out to them for the James Harden party. And they are on a back-to-back, so he'll definitely indulge himself after this game overall. We get Charlotte versus Atlanta. A lot of these tank commanding games here overall, but fun day in the NBA. Majority of the games are close spreads overall. Beautiful 9-game slate. Let me know down below what's your favorite play. Could be in college basketball all day. We're in the prime of March Madness. Could be in this 9-game NBA slate. If you see Joshua Ortiz in the comment section, he's been pretty hot in the comment section as well. So if you see him down there, make sure to tail his play or leave a like as well, or let us know what your favorite play is. Always willing and love to tail you guys. It's an auto play. If I see someone leave something down there, I'm tailing it, and then I'll shout you out the next day overall. I got 4 plays here that I absolutely love. And before we jump into today's plays, we got to recap yesterday's action. And yesterday in the NBA, ended up going 2-1 in best bets. Man, Mondays and Tuesdays these last 2 weeks have been pretty horrible for me overall. Tyrese Halliburton, that son of a bitch, hitting the game-winning 3 with like a second to go and getting the and 1. I was praying for overtime here overall. I know, Nate, you needed overtime for the Dame points. Holy fucking shit, Damian Lillard, you're just bad. It was awful. He banged a few threes in the second half. Better second half than the first half, but man, oh man, he was garbage. He was straight trash here overall. I was praying for overtime. Game was a lot of fun. It started off hot, and then it kind of slowed down in the middle, but game, wish it went to overtime. Wish it went to overtime in that matchup, but it didn't. 0-2 in that game. And then CJ McCollum, he was nice. He came out, banged 2 threes right away. Got up to 4 threes overall. He was great. Anytime he plays the Clippers, or whenever he does play, he shoots the ball real well overall. Horrible start to the week for me, but hey, best part about it is we get the battle back here. I got 4 plays here I absolutely love. And let's just jump into it. For my first play of the day, going to be in this OKC-Boston matchup. 229 over-under, Boston -3. And I'm going to be going with the future MVP of this league, and that's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. So give me SGA to go over 11.5 rebounds, assists, coming in at -130 on FanDuel. He's got us over 3 for his last 5, averaging 11.4 rebounds, assists per game. But the last 3 against the Celtics, he's gotten us over 3 for his last 3, with him getting 12, 13, and then he had 17 rebounds, assists in his last matchup here overall. Love that overall here in this game. I have him projected at 13 rebounds, assists in this game here overall. I was a little nervous when I hopped on the books. It was at 12.5. They jumped it back down to 11, and I'm all over it here in this matchup. Boston has a lot of big games to the point guard position with the rebounds and assisting category here overall. Quentin Grimes had 13. Anthony Simons, 7. Jamal Murray, 13. Garland, 10. Cade Cunningham had 15. Snead had 8. Emmanuel Quickly, I'm still pissed at you for that Orlando Magic last week, had 13. And then Tyrese Maxey had 12 overall. It's because the Boston Celtics, they have their center positions and their power forward, Al Horford. Al Horford and Kristaps Porzingis do hang out by the three-point line, so there's going to be plenty of opportunity for SGA to grab that ball off the rebound and start the fast break here. Last time he played Boston, last 3 games against Boston, he's had potential assists of 12 in each of the games, and the last 3 rebound chances for the games have been incredible. 8, 7, and then he had 23 rebound chances in the last matchup here overall. And there's no Jay Will in this matchup, and he's gotten that over 2 for his last 3 without Jay Will this season. I love this spot because he had a good history of getting the over versus Boston. 3 for his last 3. Can he make it 4 for his last 4? I haven't projected to do so, so give me SGA to go over 11.5 rebounds, assists on FanDuel. Jumping into my second play here, going to be in this Phoenix versus Rockets matchup here. Battle of two fun teams, or battle of the who's going to get Kevin Durant after this offseason, or they're going to be trading for Devin Booker. So this is like a showcase game for one of the two, because we forever are getting those rumors here overall. But I'm going with Kevin Durant here. Ever since he's been moved to the small forward position here, he's been balling out, and I think we have a good number here overall. I'm going to be taking Kevin Durant to go over 25.5 points, coming in at -125. On DraftKings, the Rockets in these last 15 games allow the 8th most points to the small forward position. The Rockets, these last 7 games, allow the 2nd most points to the small forward position. So he has a great spot here overall. And he's been balling. 4 for his last 5, averaging 29 points per game. 7 for his last 10. And in those 3 games where he hit the under in the 7 for his last 10, all were blowouts. Yeah, there was one blowout going the other way where they got killed. But those 3 unders, all were in blowout games overall, and he's dominated this matchup against the Rockets. 4 for his last 5, averaging 29.2 points per game. With his last 5, him getting 27, 28, 24, 30, and 37 points in those matchups. His last 3 in Houston, he's had 27, 28, and then he just had 37 again in the most recent matchup overall. These last 10 games, love the volume, 18 field goal attempts per game. These last 5 games, he's averaging 20 field goal attempts per game, so he's been shooting the ball way more. And the Rockets, like I said, allow the 2nd most points to the small forward position these last 7 games. They've been getting killed. Naismith had 16. Jay Will had 24. DeMar hit his over at 21. Keldon Johnson, 22. Lauri Markkanen, former Bulls legend, 23, and Gilgeous-Alexander Walker had 16. I have Kevin Durant projected at 27 points in this matchup here overall. Houston around the 2nd most points to the small forward position. Kevin Durant has been balling. 4 for his last 5, 7 for his last 10. In the last matchup against Houston, he had 37. 229 over under. This game's going to be close, -4 spread. I think Kevin Durant's going to ball out here for us. So give me KD to go over 25.5 points. Jumping into my third play here in the day, one of the lower over-unders on the slate. I normally don't like to take overs on a lower total matchup here, but Bam Adebayo has been a cash cow for us these last few games here, and he's just like the Josh Giddey. If I see them playing and I see the number that we normally get, it's an auto play here overall, and we're getting one less than the last time, so I'm even happier. So that's Bam Adebayo to go over 22.5 points assists, coming in at -130 on FanDuel. He's gone over 5 for his last 5 games, averaging 30.2 points assists. He has been a beast down low for us here overall. 53% hit rate at home this season, averaging 22.4 points assists per game. And he's gone over 10 for his last 10 home games as well, averaging 27.9 points assists per game. Clippers are on a back-to-back here, so I'm pretty sure Bam and them are going to come out and probably attack him here overall. And he's gotten this over 2 for his last 3 against the Clippers, averaging 24.6 points assists overall. And going back to 2021, Bam has gotten the over 83% of the time against the Clippers, with the only under game he'd had was his most recent matchup last season. He didn't play in their only game this season overall. And the Clippers have kind of low-key been getting killed by center position these last 10 games. Messi just had 10 PAs. Precious Achiuwa just had 11. Isaiah Stewart, 13. Mason Plumlee, 18. Nick Richards, 16. Zach Collins, Bulls legend, had 28 points assists. Thomas Bryant, 8. And Miles Turner had 21 here overall. I have Bam projected at 25 points assists in this matchup, and we're getting one less than the last time he played. Love that overall. He's gone over 9 for his last 10 games here overall. Last time he hit his under in straight games was back in February 24th, so he's yet to hit his under in March here overall. Great consistency, 83% hit rate versus the Clippers going back to 2021. Yeah, they don't play as often, so it's not that many games, but averaging 27.2 points assists overall, 2 for his last 3, 5 for his last 5, averaging 30.2 points assists. They've been loving Bam. He has the green light overall, 10 for his last 10 at home. All signs, I think, are going for Bam Bam. Bam Bam! Give me that Bam Bam over 22.5 points assists. And jumping into my fourth and final play of the day, going to be in that late primetime matchup, Denver versus Minnesota Timberwolves. 234 over under. Denver 4-point favorite here. And I feel like I'm going to be doing a popular play here, and that's Ant-Man Anthony Edwards coming in this matchup, not getting the over as much. I think today he's going to ball out here on primetime. So give me Anthony Edwards to go over 26.5 points coming in at -110 on DraftKings. Denver this whole season allowed the 5th most points to the shooting guard position. So Ant has a great spot here overall. And then Denver, these last 30 games, allowed the 7th most threes to the shooting guard position. So he has a good spot here overall. Ant is a better road player than he is on the road. 55% hit rate on the road this season, averaging 28.6 points per game overall. Primetime Ant, and he's gone this over 2 for his last 2 against the Nuggets, averaging 31.5 points with the last 2 this season. Him getting 34 and 29 points in those 2 games overall. And low key, again, Nuggets have been giving up big games to the Nuggets, to the small forward position. Shooting guards have been finding their nuggets against them. Lou Dort just had 26. Carson Wallace had 12. Caruso just had 13 in their last game, where all the shooting guards went off overall. Grayson Allen 11, Tim Hardaway 10, McKeel Beasley had 16, Austin Reeves had 23, and Nick Smith had 16. I have Anthony Edwards projected at 27 points in this matchup. Primetime Anthony Edwards, 2 for his last 2 against Denver this season. He's going to make it 3 for his last 3, 234 over under. Both of these teams want it for positioning out west. I know the Minnesota Timberwolves want this because they're lower in the standings, where the Nuggets are feeling pretty high and tie overall. No Aaron Gordon as well, so one less primary defender on Ed overall. I think Anthony Edwards is going to have a great game here overall, so give me Ant-Man to go over 26.5 points. And those are my 4 best bets for you in the NBA. Just going to rattle them off again. Anthony Edwards over 26.5 points. Adebayo over 22.5 points assists. KD for KD 26 over 25.5 points on DraftKings. And then SGA over 11.5 rebounds, assists overall. Let me know down below what's your favorite play in the NBA today. Always willing to tail you guys no matter what. Beautiful 9-game slate overall. Might have some added plays as the day goes on here overall, so make sure to check the top comment section, or even if you see some of the other guys in the comment section, which I'll chop it up. Joshua Ortiz, Nate, you guys have been pretty consistent here overall in the comments with plays. Always willing to tail you guys, or make sure to check out my Twitter at @TheWindler if I do add plays there, or even a same-game parlay. That's where I'll be posting here later today. Beautiful 9-game slate. Happy Chicago 3-1-2 day here overall. Hopefully having a wonderful day. Keep on smiling, and I will see you in the next one.